Video is on how to place an order, and I'm logged in as Camp Kanata, and you would click right here to sign in and then put in your email and password, and it'll default to that after that for you. But once you're signed in, you can go to click to order camp photos on the home page, or when you sign in, you can go to camp photos here and order camp photos. And just as a sidebar, when you log in, this is the page it takes you to. So you can't see that homepage link, but you're on your account. Here's your previous orders, and there's a view all to see older orders and some management stuff that you can do on your account here. But let's click here to order camp photos, and you have two templates right now, and this is what you have now. I could change it if you like, or if you want to make any adjustments. But this one's never been used. It was a 14-inch option that I put in there when you have a very large group like this staff picture, and it's not going to fit to the 8x10 very well and fill the frame, but it's always possible. So back to camp photos, order camp photos, and click on this. Then you click to design right here. Okay, and let's see. When you click on the texts, and I'll default this to 2026 here in a minute, so you won't see 2025 anymore. But you can edit the text over here under data in the form, or you can come over here, double click a word, and change it. If you get to the width of the field, it starts adding, when you add characters, the font gets smaller so that it doesn't, it truncates it so it doesn't go further on the page. So that locks it in. So, and then this is a reset right here. Puts it back to what it was. That resets that. And if we double click this text, come on. And delete that. You can reset here. It resets the whole form. And it goes back to what it was. It would get rid of any pictures you've brought in and start you over. Instructions here. Use your cursor to select the image and the design tool you wish to replace, which is this one here. This is called our placeholder, and it will always be there when you open up. Click this thumbnail on the left to upload it in place. So when we click here, we see this over here, which is your text updates. And if you want to give me your theme for the summer, if you have one, I can set this type here for you and it'll pop up every time. Or in this case, you can change it and put Happy Days here, and then this only works during the session you're in. Save it, and then I can reset it. But then I can go to this icon here, which is a file folder. Oh, you guys have been saving them. These are all the ones that you have from the past. So I click on Happy Days, and you have all these set yourself, and you can delete them, or you can just keep adding to them. I would delete them all and just so you only have one to choose from. And click that there. Happy Days comes back here again, and I'll go back into here, and I'll come to Happy Days, and I'm going to delete that. And by the way, there's no need for you ever to put your name here. Those would be two that you would delete for sure. So let's delete those. Come back in here, and they're no longer there. But I would suggest you keep this to whatever you're using that week. That way you can just click on that word. It fills the field. And same thing up here. You got all these cabin numbers. Whatever cabin you're doing, I would probably just have that one available. But you can sure do it this way, and you have them all there. But and they're in numerical order, so you can always go back to it. But if you click on the wrong one, and you're going to have that text there, and you want to make sure that you got the right one. So that's entirely up to you. That one may make more sense for you to do it the way you're doing it, which is have them all listed here. And this one you don't need. Group name goes here. So let's delete that one. Take a look at that again. And it's gone. Oh, we were on this up here, sorry. Up here. So put your name here, it doesn't need to be there. Okay, so that's what you do to change the text. So let's leave Cabin 28, Christmas in July week, and we'll update the year to 26. So we've got that, but now this will change over here when I click on this image. So now it's data, but it's the images. So choose a file. You can click here and go out and find a folder, and you can bring in pictures. And with those pictures, you can see their file name. You can click here and hover here, and it will enlarge them. Or you can click here and delete them. What I would probably do is I would have in another folder my photos for the week, and I would select them all. I would probably rename them to what group they are so that you can recognize them here. It will still add some interesting GC23, 24. This C25, I'm not sure of the coding that all this stuff is, but we're just going to take the top 6 and we're going to drag them here, copy them into the website. Wait for it. Okay, and now click here, and whatever you click next will go there. So there's 6 images here, and it's important to note what happens with that. As soon as we save this, there'll only be 5 left. So it keeps you from doing the same group twice. And that purple line in the middle is when you have the image centered, but you may not have taken the photo centered, so you might not necessarily want to follow that line. And same thing with this line here. Obviously, when I got the picture in the middle, now I've got heads cut off. So, and you can use your scroll wheel on your mouse to bring the image inside and out. If you go too far out, the blue line is where the image is going to end. But so if you're over here, this is what we'll have to print. So, and this is where I mentioned if your image came up to here and you still had empty here and you had people all the way to the edges, well, let us know that Cabin 28 Daisies needs to be adjusted, and we'll fix that here. But for the most part, you haven't had that problem. So I can set this image to best fit, and best fit is not a finished place because it leaves a white edge right here. But it took the image to kiss the bottom and kiss the top, which is a good place to start. So I'm going to make it bigger. Yeah, there, we covered it to the edges, and I kept the image down just below that. And if you're going to put it in a frame, you'd still might want to bring that down a little bit more. Better to cut the toes off a little bit than have a picture frame that's 1/4 inch wide that covers up her head. So there, we're done. And now this is Cabin 28. Add to cart. And there are 3, 6, 10, 15 people, so you would order 15. Add another group or checkout. Checkout sends you to the checkout page. Add another group is what you'll do most of the time until you get to your last group, and then you will check out. Adding another group, give this Cabin 28 Daisies. So that goes to the order, and that reference number will be on the line. Done. And you'll notice that when we had 6 images, now there are 5 over here. Click on this. So the image that you use and place on order disappears. So you can pick any one of these and add it And ouch, that's not good. We're cutting people off, so we'll go best fit. Best fit brings it back to top to bottom. And now we can go click in one, and that seems pretty good. So there's going to leave a white area on the side. That brings it in. And if you wanted to increase their head size, you could go a little bit more. You could. Not sure I would. Add to cart, and we'll just call this 20. I'm not going to count them anymore. Add another group. Oh, whoops. I cancel that. So this one, I forgot to change anything. And we will have your year set to 26. You won't have to make this change. And we'll use the theme Space Week. And we'll use the group name Rangers. Okay, all those texts changed. Add to cart. My 20 still remains. Add another group. And this is cabin 9. You don't have to be as verbose as I am putting the whole name there. You can call it cabin 9 or 9. Okay, so now let's click here and do another group. First thing we want to do is get them sized right. Click on the image. This toolbar shows up here, and bring it back in, and one click in, and we got it. But we could go a little further because there seemed to be a little bit more room on the sides. And now I'm not using the center of the image because I want to get the space from her head to here and from her head to here the same. Not concerned about getting the feet the same distance from the sides. But wide angle lens might have been used here, which accounts for this head being so much larger than this head. I would avoid using a wide angle lens. Their shoes are huge too. That's what a wide angle lens does. A normal focal length, a 50mm lens, would be better. It would compress these people's head sizes, would not change so much. Fine detail, but kind of important. So now we click down here on this, and let's pull up from the list. These are the butterflies. Oh, no, I didn't mention, you don't want to check this box. This doesn't do anything for you. You just want to click on the name. And that puts butterflies there. And we haven't, I'm going to change this to 26. We'll use this, although I'm going to make this, I saved it, reset it to 25, pull this up here, and there's 26. And the theme for this one is Legends and Lore. Okay, everything's set here. Add to cart. 25 images. 24. Add another group. This is cabin 2. I don't want to spell out butterflies. I'll just call it cabin 2. Okay, and I should have checked out, but now I will check out. So I'm done with all I want to do. I don't want to finish this, so I'm just going to hit add to cart, and it will add this group to the cart. Test image. We'll delete it when I get to the next page. Okay, here's the images, and of course we don't want this one, so we're going to delete it. And update shopping cart. And instead of 15, we wanted 16, one for the camp, let's say. So now I need to hit update shopping cart, or that won't save that. So, and when you check out, you'll have 20 of these, or 25 different pictures here. And here it says cabin 2, cabin 9, cabin 28. That all gets input here. And apply discount code. This will be where I put test order. Apply code. Notice it's $135 after I hit apply discount. Total is 0. The price is there. The discount is there. Okay, so now we proceed to checkout. Okay, and so we're just going to send it back to the camp at this address. You can add a new address, do whatever you want. and you're going to click 2-day air because it's free. It won't charge you for that. As I told you on the phone, we'll be doing 1-day air for your camps always. This is where you give us more information. Like today is Tuesday, and the campers go home on Saturday. So put that in, and let us know they go home at 9 in the morning. And this is the red notes. Oops. Okay, so that's there, and it wants a cell phone, and it wants a job name. This is a test order, and next. Okay, payment method, no payment information required because the coupon code is there. But normally you would choose the net 10 choice. And if you're doing a test order and you forgot to put the coupon code in, you can put it in right here. So we're still at 0, and there's our 3 images. It's shipping to 2-day air, and place order. So this is going to your email, patricia.hash@triangle, ymcatriangle.org. So you can see your order number right here, and that pops up immediately, and you can continue shopping. You can shut this down, whatever you want to do. And let me pull up the order as I see it, which is going to be the same as you do. Hang on. Okay, now I'm in my inbox, my email. This is what you would see too. Total order of 60 photos, 3 line items, order number 6250, shipping. Here's the text in red. This is a test order entered for a video YouTube. You saw where I typed that. Shipping to, customer phone number. That's where I put in my cell phone number. And this is the body of it. And then down here is your pictures. And this is cabin 28. This is cabin 9, and this is cabin 2. And that's really all there is. So it's pretty simple once you get a handle on it. And call me at 602 989 0221, or you can call me at our other number, which you called today at 623 624 3103. Thanks.